Hello everyone, this is your tutor Gus Madrid. So with me here is a question on polynomials, specifically under the roots. So to start with, roots, these are simply solutions to your quadratic equation or to your polynomial. So the degree of a polynomial tells you the number of roots that you're going to obtain. If the degree is 3, it means the roots will be 3. So in our question here, we have degree 2. Degree simply means the highest power in the polynomial. So the highest power is 2, which means if we are to solve this question or this equation, the answers will be 2. Okay, let's kick to the question. The quadratic equation 2x squared minus x plus 4 equals 0 has roots alpha and beta. Find the value of alpha times beta and alpha plus beta. Question 2. Show that 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta will give you 1 over 4. Number 3. Find a quadratic equation with integer coefficients such that the roots of the equation are 4 over alpha and 4 over beta. Alright, let's kick into the solutions. So before anything, I just want to make us reminded that alpha times beta will give us C over A. Alpha plus beta will give us negative B over A. So from our question, we have 2x squared minus x plus 4 equals 0. Just to confirm, we have 2x squared minus x plus 4 equals 0. Alright, from here, there is a standard quadratic equation which is like this. So from this standard, we can compare and find that our A is 2, our B is negative 1, and our C is 4. So you just compare x squared is here, x squared is there. The number before is equal to this one which is down. If you come here, B is here, it has got x. So the number before x is negative 1. That is why our B is negative 1. And the last figure, together with its sign, is given as a value of C. So that's what we have. Then, if you remember, our first question is telling us to find alpha times beta and alpha plus beta. So this is simple because we have got this formula here and this formula here. So we'll start with alpha times beta. According to the formula, it is telling us like that. Then our duty will just to be replacing C, which is a 4, over A, which is a 2. And we know that 2 into 4, it is 2. Therefore, alpha times beta has given us the value 2. We go to the next part, which is alpha plus beta. According to our formula there, it is giving us this value. Again, our idea is just to replace. So this negative is in the formula, I'll write it, but the number coming again has a negative, so I'll put it in the bracket. And then over A, which is a 2 there. If I multiply, I'll get this as alpha plus beta. As simple as that. We go to our next question. Our next question is telling us to show that 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta will give us the answer 4. So here we go. That's our question 2. Alpha, or 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Is it giving us 1 over 4? That is what we want to prove. So we'll get the left hand side, which is 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. We'll find the common denominator by multiplying these two, because they are not numbers. And then we'll cross multiply this, which is giving us beta, and we'll cross multiply this, which is giving us alpha. Remember, if you say alpha plus beta, it is the same as saying beta plus alpha. So there is no difference there. Then, from our calculations previously here, we have the value for alpha plus beta, which is 1 over 2. So on top there, we have 1 over 2. Then it is being divided by. So I've changed this over to a division. I've changed this over to a division. Then we need to have alpha times beta. So we come back here. What was alpha times beta? Alpha times beta gave us a 2. So we'll say divided by 2. So every number is over 1. So I have 1 over 2. Then I'll put a multiplication there. And then this number will come down. And then this one will go on top. I'll multiply 1 times 1, I'll get 1. And 2 times 2, I'll get a 4. And I have shown, because I was told to show that this will give me this. And I took the left hand side. It has given me what is on the right hand side, which is 1 over 4. Okay, going back to our next question, it is saying find a quadratic equation with integer coefficients such that the roots of the quadratic equation are 4 over alpha and 4 over beta. So we are looking for a quadratic equation which has got these two roots. Remember, the roots are simply answers to a quadratic equation. We are not going to forget about this equation. We are relying on this equation and these roots. So make sure that is kept in our minds as we calculate the new equation. So in short, we are forming a new equation which is different from this one, but it has roots 4 over alpha and 4 over beta. So this one, very important, and the roots, very important. Here we go. Okay. So what I'm going to share is a standard form of a quadratic equation. So the standard form of a quadratic equation is this one. But according to what I've found, it's easier to make sure this A is 1. So ignore it and say that. Then here put sum of roots and then attach it to x. Then plus, here you will say product of roots. And then equate everything to 0. So that is how easy it will be to work with. So that is number 3, question 3 for us. Remember, from the previous questions, we have alpha plus beta and also alpha times beta. These will be very important to us. And if we come here, we have alpha times beta, it gives us a 2. Then alpha plus beta, it gives us a half. So let's keep those in our minds. Alpha times beta giving us a 2, and alpha plus beta giving us 1 over 2. From there, our roots now. Our roots, very important. Our roots, we have got 4 over alpha and 4 over beta. So those are the roots. So let's just understand what this equation means. X squared will be alone. Here we are going to say sum of the roots. So The answer for the sum of the roots is what we put inside and multiply it by x. Then here we are just going to have a product of our roots. Whether it's negative or positive, that's what is going to occupy that. So make sure this formula is understood because it is the major essence of this question. Make sure we understand that. Okay, let's go ahead and calculate the sum of roots. Remember from our basic mathematics, sum means add. So sum of the roots. So sum of roots. It means you add these two. So if we can observe, these are not numbers. So whenever they are not numbers, just multiply them. And then cross multiply. If there is a minus, you put a minus. If there is a plus, you put a plus. So this only works for addition and subtraction, whereby you multiply the denominators and then cross multiply these. Remember, multiply the denominators and then cross multiply these. So if we cross multiply, you can start with this side or that side. The answer will be the same. So this and that, it is 4 beta. This and that, it is 4 alpha. Make sure as you calculate, these guys, this one and this one, should be visible in your calculations. So try by all means to bring them out. So if you can observe here, there is a 4 and there is a 4. So I can factor out the 4 and I'll remain with the beta plus alpha or alpha plus beta. The answer is the same. Then this one is down. From there, I can now make use of this and that because I can see them here. I can see alpha plus beta and I can see alpha times beta. So sum, we go to this page, sum of roots equals, we had the 4 there, so 4. Then in the brackets there, that's where we're going to put 1 over 2. 1 over 2. Because it is the one representing this guy. So that's what we have. Then I like to replace this dash or this bar with a division symbol. Then from there we're going to have this is the same as a 2. So I'm putting a 2 there. Then I can divide this guy and this guy. They know each other. Or I can simply wait to say 4 over 2 divided by 2. Then this is 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 1. Therefore, sum of roots has given us the value 1. So we know now what we are going to put here. There will be a 1. Then now let's find product of roots. So once we are done with product of roots, we just come and replace in this equation. So product of roots. So when we say product, it is an answer that you get after multiplying. An answer that you get after multiplication is called the product. So the product of roots means multiply the roots and get the answer. So the roots are 4 over alpha times 4 over beta. If you multiply on top, we are getting 1, 6. And then if you multiply down, we're getting alpha and beta. But remember, alpha times beta has got a value of 2. So in this case, we are going to say 1, 6 divided by 2, which is giving us 8. With that said, we have what is required to replace in that equation, which is x squared plus sum of roots. And our sum of roots is 1. Then x plus product of roots. But our product of roots has been calculated to be 8. So I'm going to take that equation and rewrite it just to keep memory. Plus, here we're going to say sum of roots. This will be multiplied by x plus product of roots. This is the last figure, which is equal to 0. So that's what we have. So I'm just doing the replacements. x squared plus, we have 1 there, it is being multiplied by x, plus the product of roots, which was 8, equals 0. X squared, 1 times x or 1 times anything, the answer is always anything, because 1 means let it come the way it is. So we get x there, and then 8 is 8, equals 0. So that's how we can get the equation from that equation which we were given in the beginning, which is that one, and then we are told to use these roots. Okay, thank you very much for reaching up to the end of the video. Please subscribe and send or share with other people so that they may also find it useful. I'm very much grateful.